I'd like to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High. We're going to get into it, man. And this teaching is going to be about, the ends of the earth, and what it's like out there. And, shout out to Pastor, I think his name is Dean Odell, because that's where I heard this teaching first, and I was just amazed by it, man. How he broke it down, because he pretty much did a preaching on Antarctica, which we all know Antarctica, it's not a continent, it's an ice wall around the earth. And, I just had to share this, man, because, it's amazing how, the things in the scripture line up with, what the Most High has set in the earth. But, if you're going off, what they tell you, or the earth being a globe and things like that, it's not going to make any sense, So we're going to get into this today, man. And we're going to get into it, man. Psalm 65, 5-7. By terrible things in righteousness wilt thou answer us, O God of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and of them that are far off upon the sea, afar off upon the sea, which by his strength setteth fast the mountains, being girded with power, which stilleth the noise of the seas, and the noise of their waves, and the tumult of the people, man. So I need y'all to remember that. The ends of the earth, and them that are far upon the sea, which stilleth the noise of the people and their waves. So right here, this is talking about, at the ends of the earth. Hold on, let's bring that up. So as you can see right here, at the ends of the earth, which I have the arrows pointed, the ends of the earth is Antarctica. So the scripture in Psalm says he stilleth the noise of the sea and the noise of their waves. So that's meaning when you get to at the ends of the earth, the seas is going to be in tranquility. The waves is not going to be rough anymore. So we're going to get into that. We're going to show you. And first, let's give you a visual of the rough waves, for example. All right, for example, if you're standing on the on the beach, you can hear the roar of the waves, right? Listen to this. Okay? Look how rough the waves are, but you can hear the roar. You know what I mean? You can hear the noise of the waves. That's how the sea is rough. Okay, now in this video that I'm about to show you, there's this group and they're making their voyage to Antarctica. And you're gonna see, while they're on their way there, how rough the waves are. You know what I mean? But when they finally get to the ends of the earth, which is so-called Antarctica, you're gonna see how calm it is, how calm the waves get. How calm the seas are, man. You know what I mean? Everything is tranquility, it's silence. Let's bring that verse back up real quick. Let's read it one more time. Psalm 65, verse 5-7. By the terrible things in thy righteousness wilt thou answer us, O God of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and them that are far off upon the sea, which by his strength setteth fast the mountains, being girded with power, which stilleth the noise of the seas, the noise of their waves, and the tumult of the people, man. Let's get into it, man. And look out for those mountains, when they get there too.
C'est parti!
Écoute, là on a passé maintenant Cap Horn, du coup les îles Wollaston elles sont derrière, et puis là on file dans le Drake, et puis la terre est derrière nous.
On est parti vraiment dans la traversée du Drake. J'ai vraiment eu peur. Enfin, j'étais pas bien sur ce bateau, j'ai commencé à vomir.
When you cross the Drake, that some people, yeah, you could say, freak out about it. To be so far away from land, and then this movement of the boat, and you expect it from some people, but you won't expect it from Guillaume. He goes to, finds the highest rock in the Alps, and then he jumps off in a wingsuit. Yeah, it's fears, and fears are difficult to explain.
The sea is such a strong element. You have respect, and when these waves are super big, and then they just suddenly come over the boat, it's like, whoa, like it shows you this is like a strong element.
En péninsule de l'Antarctique, on arrivait avec beaucoup de vent. Le voilier, il allait très vite, un peu dans la tempête et les icebergs. Il y a eu un petit coup de stress avec le capitaine dans la nuit. Il avait prévu d'aller aborder.
The water was clear like oil, and we were just moving through there with the boat. You can see the mountains like in a mirror. It's just so beautiful.
Finding the right skiing location.
So you see how rough the waves are when they was on their way over there. You mean, but when they got to the ends of the earth, you see how it, you know, everything got so calm. I mean, you see tranquility. I mean, it was peaceful, man. That's what the scripture says, man. He stilleth the noises of the waves and and the seas and the tumult of the people, man. The tumult of the people. No, why? Because nobody lives at the ends of the earth, man. I mean, there's no tumult of the people out there. Isn't that amazing? We're gonna get another video up, man. We're gonna get another one up. I mean, to show you guys a little bit more better. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's beautiful, man. You see that, man? It's beautiful. I mean, still at the tumult of the people, man. There's no roaring of the waves at the ends of the earth. You know what I mean? When you're on the beach, you can hear that roar. You know what I mean? The roaring of the waves, man. But when you get to the ends, like the scripture says in Psalms, you know what I mean? 65, I believe it is. You know what I mean? He stilleth the noises of the waves and the noises of the people, man, and the seas. Tranquility, you know what I mean? And you see there's evidence of mountains there too, you know? Oh man, this right here, I mean, it proves that, you know what I mean, these scriptures is telling the truth, man. The Most High is telling the truth. But like, if you connect, like I said before, if you don't plug yourself out this matrix, it won't make any sense, man. You know, and all these wicked niggas like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I mean, that know the truth. They know the truth, you know. But they hide it in unrighteousness, man. And the wrath of God is gonna come down on men like that, man. You know. These guys know the truth, man. They know the truth, but they hide it, you know. Because if there's no outer space, I mean, there ain't no alien movies. It ain't no NASA. Ain't no nothing. I mean, they can't do any of those things, and they have to fool you. You know what I mean? So they could do these things. To put money in their pockets, man. You know, and the scriptures speak about that too. Men that speak with guile, you know. They like to use slick words. You know what I mean? Abundance of words, and it's just all rubbish. You know, and that's what these scientists are doing, man. They're speaking all these big words that you don't know, and metaphysics and this and this and that and that, and it's all guile, and they're lying out their mouths, man. You mean? No guile should be found in the servants of the Most High's mouth, man. I mean, that's constantly just speaking a bunch of words, man. You mean? But it's slick talking. That's what he do. That's what Neil deGrasse Tyson does, man. Profess themselves to be wise, but they fools. Ever learning, but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, man. You know, it's evidence that the Most High exists, man. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at this thing. I found this amazing too. This little clip right here.
This is my good mate Hugo. He's a Galapagos tortoise. He's 68 years old. And that puts him in the prime of his life because they can live to 200. His brother Dippy is next door and looks like he's crying around his eye. That's actually a salt secretion. That's how they remove excess salt from the body. They're herbivores. Undoubtedly his favourite food is carrot. Have a go at this beak. Go mate, it's yours. Bang. He loves his neck scratches. He weighs about 150 kilos. Look at that shell. There you go, buddy. Up here. Show us your neck. Show us that neck of yours. Oh.
So you see what he said, man. That tortoise, you mean, can live up to 200 years old, man. You mean? So that little tortoise right there is gonna outlive you, and is gonna outlive your kids if you have any. You know what I mean? Now, people say that they don't believe that the biblical men lived that long in the scriptures, man. You mean, but all you got to do is pay attention to the little things, you mean, that the Most High shows you. You know, that turtle could live up to 200 years old. And people be like, oh, no, you mean, the biblical men didn't live up that long. That's impossible. I mean, the most we get to is 100. I mean, if even we blessed for that, you know what I mean? But that turtle is going to outlive you and your kids if you have any. Isn't that amazing? I mean, so right here, man, it's evidence of the creation, man. And you just got to look for the little things, the little clues that, like, you know, oh, yeah, it's possible. Yeah? You know, just got to look for the little things, man. So, man. So, yeah, man, that's it, man. I didn't make this one too long, man. You know, this was just amazing to me, man, how everything just lined up. So all praises to the Most High, man.